So, hello, it's Sunday morning, September 21st, 2025. I'm going to go over the Brett James plane crash. He was murdered, and I'm going to go over that later today. More pressing for today, do not poo-poo this. Levels, highest security alert for a shooting, mass shooting going on today. So recently, I noticed Altria Group and Tesla were gaining a lot of money recently, since March of 2024, but especially in August. And they're gearing up for a mass shooting going on. It's going to be sponsored by the tobacco swamp and the defense contractor swamp. Also, I thwarted this really big scam going on with the airline index, which has to do with the FAA not monitoring. It's like a money laundering involving corruption at the FAA during the Biden administration that Trump is cleaning up right now, but they're going to push back right now. And that would be Pete Buttigieg ran this scam when he was in office. So we're going to keep an eye on what Pete Buttigieg is up to lately for this mass shooting. He's going to be involved, and it's going to probably involve an airport. So after the Charlie Kirk shooting, which I'm going to also talk about later, this video was propagandized and really put up. And in this video, this girl she defends Charlie Kirk and his comment about guns. He says, that's the price of having guns and the Second Amendment. And she says, well, what he did was he said there's a way we can thwart the shootings, which is armed security guards. There used to be shootings at sporting events until we put armed security guards. Then there used to be shootings inside airports, and then we put up security guards. And then so the way to protect shootings at schools is to put up armed security guards. So they're pushing for armed security guards. So there's going to be a shooting inside a school, and I predicted that, but it was thwarted, and it was the university shooting with Charlie Kirk. That was thwarted. So. And I also predicted inside a sporting event that still could happen today. So she's Cheez-It. See the little Cheez-It in the corner in this video? This is Religion Swamp supported Cheez-It. I already said that there was going to be a Cheez-It sponsored mass shooting at a WNBA game. Well, lo and behold, the Las Vegas, I already said they were trying to kill Aja Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces in a plane crash. I was just predicting all this stuff, but this is coming together today in a possible mass shooting at the Las Vegas Aces game versus Indiana Fever in Las Vegas. It starts at 1. Trump starts speaking at 1 or 2 or 3. It could happen during this time because they're trying to disrupt his speech today with a mass shooting elsewhere. That is possible. High-level security alert around that game. Watch your EMTs. Do everything you can to prevent that, but I don't think that's it. I think it's going to be the other one. I think it's going to be shooting inside of an airport, okay? And I'm thinking Logan Airport because out of the blue on September 15th, I get this email from this Indian girl who is, and she's rejecting the Great Dred Scott Fraud Law Review that I submitted over a year ago. Who is telling her to write to me out of nowhere and say we're rejecting it a year later? So somebody contacted her who didn't like anyway, somebody contacted her and say, who told you to reject this thing a year later? Like, it's getting attention at Boston Law Review. Boston is where Logan is. So I'm thinking that's one reason. But another thing is, I think it's going to be NFL related. So it's going to be a shooting at this place, Massport. They're trying something new in Boston, and this was also published on September 18th. And the TSA might not like it. They might be for or against it, but the shooting might be at this off location, remote terminal. Okay, and it's going to involve NFL fans flying in or out to the Patriots game. So it involves NFL, and it involves Buttigieg, it involves the defense contractor swamp, the tobacco swamp, and the people behind it are going to be whoever kept taking down my comments at YouTube about 9/11. That's going on. It's going to be whoever made this unholy union between the NFL, which is tobacco swamp, and breakfast cereals, which is Religion Swamp. That's Cheez-It, that's General Mills. This was last year. Whoever did that could be behind this shooting. Whoever at NBC booked Pete Buttigieg's husband for a show. This was in May, but then they replayed it just last week or early, like just a couple weeks ago. They replayed this. So whoever at NBC could be behind this shooting, go after them. And also, just recently on September 15th, somebody, Clarkson Live, Nothing But Clarkson, just put up a countdown for the best duets ever done with Kelly Clarkson, and number one was the Gunpowder and Lead, which is 100% Tobacco Swamp. Whoever made this video and whoever booked Miranda Lambert, Tobacco Swamp, they could be behind the shooting as well. Go get them, everybody. Bye.